So it's hot as outside, and we decided to pay to sweat. Spirituality is a crazy thing. Religion is one of the largest catalysts for murdering human beings throughout history, yet it's also one of the biggest proponents of happiness and peace. In my own spiritual journey, I've walked many different paths. For the first part of my childhood, I lived fairly unreligious.
Hello, Ryan. This would be my son, Ryan.
Yeah, you're free.
He's 10 years old. He thinks he's 30.
I'm 11.
We'd go to church on Easter and Christmas, and that was about it. Then in my teen years, I walked pretty deeply into Christianity. I mean, I got a rosary tattoo when I was 17. Plus, I lived under the same roof with my grandparents who were devoted Catholics. Then I left home and walked away from organized religion as a whole and started to define what I believe is true to me. By no means do I have the answer, but I do believe that faith and spirituality are a hard limit for human beings. And this whole idea is a complex topic, and one that I think that's worth diving into. So today, I'm gonna go see what I can learn from a spiritual ceremony in Mexico where we throw ourselves into a steamy, hot-boxed igloo full of music, prayer, and natural incense. We are heading to our first Temazcal ceremony ever. Have any expectations?
I'm just drinking a ton of water, hoping that I don't, pass out. Otherwise, I'm excited, no expectations. I think it's gonna be beautiful.
I told you before, you passing out would be great for the video. Damn, the lens is already like humid. I hope you make it.
Natural pit stop. We've been drinking liters of water all day.
So much better.
It's about 94 degrees Fahrenheit, 100% humidity, and there's about 13 hot rocks and a cement dome waiting for us.
Let's get it. The only thing you hear is the dog up the street. We're just walking down a rock path in the middle of the jungle. Is this home?
Home.
Gracias a ti. ¿Cómo te llamas? Amaya.
Amaya.
Muchísimas gracias.
Bienvenidos. Adelante.
Y tranquilo. Hola, buenas.
¿Quién es Jesús?
Jesús, mucho gusto.
Recibimos a la gente.
This house is her house and where she does all the medicine work. It's phenomenal. Here is there are 2 tables that we can't film. There are archaeological pieces in here that are thousands. She said over 5,000 years old. And they're extremely important. They're not for public use. They're not to be photographed. They're not to be videoed and placed in the public eye. I mean, these are things that you find in museums. And we're here and you can touch them. For example, there's jaguars, there's other animals. There are 2 sculptures of women giving birth or in resemblance of bringing life. I mean, they're complete shrines. I really wish I could show them. She's 7th generation shaman from her mom's side and 2nd generation from her dad's side. This has been their family history for 100 years probably. And she only has 1 son and she's not pressuring him. She said, yeah, he's 11. She said, he can do it, he cannot. I'm just here in case the calling is right, basically.
Llenando cubetas para el temazcal.
Just pouring the water into the buckets to get ready for inside, para en dentro, yeah? There are scorpions out here. Necesito zapatos, do I need shoes? Babe, there's a scorpion in the water tank. That's actually the first scorpion I've ever seen in my life. I think we're about to go in. Compactami. Oof. Wow. It's like a igloo made of sticks and blankets. So pretty. Temazcals are a mix between sweat lodge and sacred ritual. They typically take place in nature, but inside of an igloo structure. Ours was made of sticks and thick blanket to help keep the heat in. Each ritual seems to be a little bit different and details can vary, but generally you'll start outside of the inipi, the igloo structure, and say thank you to the different elements of life like the sun, moon, earth, etc. Then you'll enter. The inipi represents the pregnant womb of Mother Earth, with the idea that those participating in the ceremony will enter, then come out different as if they were rebirthed. Once the participants enter, there are 4 rounds, 1 round for each element of earth, water, air, and fire. And each round gets more and more intense because between the rounds, they bring in additional hot coals to heat the inipi. Oh yeah, and the hot coals themselves are seen by the shaman as their ancestors, bringing in wisdom and guidance throughout the journey.
My name is Janelle and my intention is gratitude.
Mi nombre es Ryan y mi intención es libre, libertad. Ajo. This is round 1. She said it's important to take deep breaths because if you do short breaths, you'll pass out.
Cuerpo, porque necesitamos el agua para vivir. Pidiendo esa agua sagrada por nuestros mares, nuestros ríos, nuestras lagunas, cenotes. Cape.
Cape.
Ospe.
Ospe.
Jona.
Jona. Ciao. That's one of the most refreshing things I've ever done in my life.
Bienvenida, abuelita sagrada.
You can't see anything right now, but she keeps putting water on the rocks and then fanning them out on everyone in the circle.
Viento del alma, llévame al altar, madre tierra, vuelvo a mi hogar, en el Temazcal, en este lugar,
So the first 2 we do 1 song. These like continually get more intense. The first one's 2 songs, second one's 2 songs, third one is 1 song and a little bit shorter, and then the 4th one we lay in the fetal position and don't say anything and just breathe.
Sounds about right. Sounds like what I'll be ready for.
Las gracias soy.
Wow, that was amazing. How do you feel?
I feel so clear. I guess like coming outside the jungle and my senses just felt so much more online and clear.
Jungle girl.
Feels so good.
So, am I enlightened or was that a waste of time? I don't think that's quite how it works. Just like I don't believe that a baptism brings a person up and completely washes away all of their sins. I think these experiences and devotions to ourselves are maintenance. They're times that we set aside for ourselves to look inward and outward, to ask for guidance and grace, and hopefully connect us to a deeper collective of the human experience. If there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that I don't know everything. My spiritual journey will continue to be an edge and a limit for the rest of my life. All I hope to do is live it. We're gonna have some apple and pineapple and get out of here. I'm Ryan, and
I'm Janelle.
until next time, you try to live your limit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Why do I ever do this? I think, yeah, just grab her flip-flops. You don't need them to fit properly. And then I waddle a quarter of a mile to the car with my feet on the back of her shoes, when I could have gotten there way faster by putting my own shoes on and just dealing with them being a little dirty. I'm gonna do it anyways when I get back. Lessons. Sometimes you learn them the hard way.